Okay, let's continue. So I believe this exhausts our discussion on the alignment group. So what I'll do is to reduce the zoom level, then we pick another objective. Okay. So I would like us to take a look at, okay, the alignment group is of our list and it's in no particular order. So I would like us to take a look at the cells group. Then we will later come back and do the other groups. Okay. So within the cells group, anything concerning the cells in your workbook or in your worksheet, if you want to format it, you go to this particular group. So currently we have sheet 1. So if I want to insert another sheet, once I click on the drop down for the insert button, I get the options. So what do I want to do? Okay, I want to insert sheet. You click, a sheet is inserted. I come here again, I click, a sheet is inserted. So we have various ways of doing that. Or you can actually come, if I click after this, I click on the plus, it will be inserted after this particular sheet 1. So this is how you make changes to the number of sheets within your workbook. Okay, so what if I want to delete? Then I go to my cells group, I'll say what, delete sheet, and I can use control and hold down, control, I hold down sheet 3, the 2 will be selected. So once the 2 are selected, you see that the title bar changes. Now it's being grouped. Now I come here, then I'll say what, delete sheet, and automatically it's gone. So looking at what I have at the moment, I'll need to insert a row to separate this table from the one above it. So if I want to do that, I can come to insert. Then we have what? We are inserting sheet rows. So once you click on it, it's insert above. If you come there again, you click, automatically it will insert the sheet rows. That is it. Then if you want to insert columns, wherever it is, you click insert sheet columns, a column is inserted. If I come in here, I click insert what, sheet columns, it is also inserted. So I will undo Control Z for it to go back to its previous position. Okay. What happened here? Okay, let me undo. Okay, and redo Control Y. Good. So let me go back up, and we also have keyboard shortcut for doing that. So if I press Alt I C, automatically it inserts a column. Alt I R, it inserts a row. So don't forget it. Alt on the keyboard, I, then R, Alt I C. That is it. So once you use the Alt in combination with any of the keys, the Alt gives you screen tips. So assuming I want to go to page layout, I hit P, and it gets me to P. Then I can be doing that. So we later discuss the keyboard shortcut in Excel. Then I hit Escape. I'll hit Escape again. Undo Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. So these are the various ways we can insert what? Sheet rows, columns, and even cells. So if I want to come here, insert what? Cell. I click insert cells. What happens? So what do you want to do? You want to shift cells down or right. So depending on where you want it, you do it. So shift cells right, I click, I have to shift it to the right. So you are inserting cells. So just keep practicing with this particular tool. And let's look at the format aspect. So with the format, we are talking about the row height, auto row height, the column width, auto fit column width, default width, hide rows and columns. So assuming I don't want this to be seen, you highlight by dragging over the row headings, and I can come to format, then I'll select what? Hide rows. It will be hidden, it will not be deleted. So if you want it back, you just select the rows that it falls in between, then you come to unhide rows. And the same applies to columns. So this is how you hide and unhide. Or you can actually right click after it's selected. Then you can just go for hide or unhide. So basically this is how you go about. So this is how you hide and unhide stuff. Okay. So I made it a custom. So format painter, then I come in here. So basically this is how you go about using the hide and hide. If you want to rename the sheet, you come, you click, then you give it a name. FITTS, then that name is given. It's as simple as that. Or you can actually also come, right click, then rename. Then we have move or copy. So if I want to move or copy or create a copy of this sheet, I just click on move or copy. Then you need to make sure that create a copy is selected. And I come to what move to the end. I click. Then a copy is created with another more or less a number distinguishing it from the original. So this is a duplicate. Then you can double click in it to even change the name. So let's say 30 pots moss. That is it. So once you do that, you can also think of applying color. So you can do that here, or you can just come to where we have the tab, you right click. Then as you go over the colors are applied. So this is how we go about changing what the colors. Then we also have other. So what haven't I talked about? So row height. Okay, so I can come and select this. I come to format, or you can do right click and you get this. So row height, you click, then you can even type in your own values. So if this is, let's say 20, you hit on OK, it will adjust accordingly. So if you want an equal row height, you select the range. You can do a right click, then you say row height. Then you can put in your value 25. You hit OK, it's adjusted. The same applies to column. Then if you want to auto fit row height, you click, automatically it will adjust. So that is basically for the cells group. And because the cells group deals with a worksheet, any tool you need for formatting the cells, the worksheet, you'll get it from this particular one, cells group. Don't forget that under the home tab. So whether you are an expert user or a beginner of Microsoft Excel, you will be found using most of the tools under the home tab. So it is important you understand them and know where to find it. So thank you very much for the time. Then we will proceed to the other groups in our next session.